this is Jesse coming at you with a quick review of Transformers Rescue Bots Optimus Prime. So just a little bit of backstory on why I purchased this figure. I have a nephew who is 2.5 years old, and a number of months ago I had actually handed down one of the old Play School GoBot Transformer toys to him. And he really enjoys playing with it, but the transformation is just a little bit too complicated for him at 2.5 years old. He gets most of it, but there's a few parts of the transformation he hasn't quite figured out yet. So when I saw this, and I saw that it had, you look there in the packaging, one easy step for transformation, I thought, hey, maybe I'll be able to figure this out no problem. So I went ahead and I picked it up, and this one here is his. And just because I couldn't be outdone by having him have the toy and not me, I decided to actually purchase the toy for myself as well. Excuse me. I'm actually starting to lose my voice now because this is like the 6th time that I've attempted to record this. I keep getting a phone call from my parents. Their internet's down, and they're having a fit. So, all right. So here is the toy in vehicle mode. Obviously, it's very G1-esque in the sense that, as you can clearly see here, it's the flat nose cab for Optimus Prime. Let me go ahead and spin him around here so you can see him full 360 degrees. Color scheme is your typical red and blue that you would expect on Optimus Prime. We've also got some silver here for the pipes and the gas tanks here. And if I flip it back up, you can see we've got some silver down here as well. I love the fact that the smokestacks aren't actually little stubby smokestacks like we got on the G1 reissue Optimus Prime. These actually look a little bit like smokestacks here. So they must have definitely have passed the drop test. So we look at the front here, so a little bit of a closer look here at the front. So you've got the windows, you got an Autobot symbol up here in the top center, got your grille, and then we got some yellow down here for the lights in the front. So, as I showed you on the packaging, it says it's one quick, easy step for transformation. Well, how do you do it? Well, if you flip the toy up like this, and then if I grab the cab here on the top and just flip it forward, you'll see that the toy instantly transforms here into robot mode. Now, technically speaking, the transformation has a few steps. So that was step 1. So flipping this up and having the arms fold out and the legs fold apart was step 1. There's actually another smaller step here. And then we have to actually flip the feet up. So it's really technically 2 steps, or if you count each one of these as 1, 3 steps. But it's still an extremely simple transformation. So here's the figure here in robot mode. Go ahead and spin him around here so you can see the back. As you can see, it's clearly an Optimus Prime figure. I mean, again, we have our typical red and blue in robot mode here. If you look at the face on this thing, he's actually got yellow painted eyes. So again, very G1 toy-esque. And there's really no articulation to speak of whatsoever on this thing. I mean, you can move the arms in, as you can see there, but that's really just part of the transformation process. The only sort of articulation you really have are the feet, and again, you can bend those. But again, this is a toy for, the packaging says for ages 3 to 6, so you wouldn't really expect anything in terms of posability on a figure like this, so that's really okay. And again, you can't move the legs. But you can push the head down, but it's not going to stay anywhere. It's just going to flip back up. So, I absolutely love the design aesthetic on these toys. At least in terms of Optimus Prime here, it's very G1-esque, but then it's also blown out to being very Play Schoolish, if that makes any sense. So it's like they took a G1 Optimus Prime and they said, all right, how can we just redesign this to make it look like it's from like the Play School sort of toy lines? And in my opinion, they did an extremely awesome job on designing this, because as a collector, as someone who's really familiar with the G1 toys and absolutely loves the G1 toy line from a collector standpoint, I think this figure is outstanding. If you're a collector, especially an Optimus Prime collector, you're not going to want to pass this up. It's a really, really nice figure. It actually makes for a really good display piece. And like I said, I can spin it around here so you can see the back. Again, a really good display piece. The price on this is $12.99. It seems like it's a little steep in my opinion, especially for what it is. Now the figure is a little big, as you can see. I don't have anything here for size comparison. But I would say it's definitely bigger than a regular deluxe toy. But it's extremely simple. So the $12.99 price point seemed a little high on this. I would think $9.99 would make more sense. But there you have it. They are $12.99. And again, I bought this for my nephew, but I liked it so much that I felt I had to buy it for myself, and here it is. So again, if you're a hardcore collector, I would highly recommend picking this up, especially if you're an Optimus Prime collector, because it's a fantastic little toy. If you have any little nephews or little sons, definitely look into picking this up because they're probably going to love it. I can't wait to give this to my nephew and see what his face looks like when I do. So, all right, so that's it for this review. Until next time, this is Jesse signing off, and hopefully I will get my voice back.